These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Good morning, everybody. Just waiting for Skippy to join in. Hopefully you're able to join us this morning early. Skippy has got a busy day today. So we're going a little bit early, and I think we're going to have to try to keep this to an hour today. Good morning, Skippy. You can't hear me? You can hear me. Skippy is mute today. He is just communicating by head and hand gestures. So I will try to relay that to our audio listeners today. I get a big middle finger. I can't see. It's a green screen. I can't see that.
It said, "Hi, Josh."
Oh, hi. Say that again.
Hi, Josh.
What the fuck? Hold on a second. My audio's not coming out of the right spot.
Here it goes again, folks. His audio's coming out of different spots.
Oh my goodness. My dogs. Well, I'm not sure. I didn't change anything. Nothing's changed. I'm not sure why it changed.
Taco knows why it changed.
What's that?
Taco knows why it changed.
Oh. Well, he should stop fucking with my shit.
That was an automatic no.
Why the hell is it not coming out of the right spot?
Oh, boy.
That's alright. How are you doing this week, Skippy? How was your week? Let's talk about.
It was a week of ups and downs. Places that we did good last time sucked this time. Places that we did good last time were good this time. Or still good, I should say. We are... yeah, that's about it. Really nothing eventful. I gotta learn to stop saying yes.
Hold on a second, Skippy.
We just got a message.
Yeah? Yeah, well. It's not Taco. It's Pebbles. It's a first day of school, so there's a lot of activity going on. So. Yeah. So, buses and running around, so it should be better now. Muted myself so the dogs didn't bark. Sorry, Bubba, for the noisy dogs. That's it? That's all we're going with? All right. Yeah, my week was good. I'm done. What else we got? There was some good and some bad. Nothing really. Yeah, it's okay. Here, let me go through my week. Here, and I thought we had a lot to cover this week, and you're just giving the high level notes here. Whatever. No. Neither of those things have ever happened. Actually, that's not true. That did happen this week. But no, I've never gotten in a fist fight. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Well, with staff. You haven't completely automated your system yet. Fuck yeah. How close were you to where this gentleman was performing? So not close. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's I mean, that's a pretty extreme circumstance, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but that's different than unplugging. But okay. Yeah. Why? Yeah. problems outside of that. So the trailer shakes, like side to side, or forward to backward, or from passenger to driver's side? You still didn't answer the question. There's 4 sides on a trailer. It can move all 4 directions. Okay. Okay. There doesn't seem like there'd be enough room side to do that, to get it really to rock much. Ours has always been more the sway from the wheels, you know? Like it. The locks. Yep. That's what we have too. It made a huge difference in how much our trailer moves. Because we have the same thing, especially when Chris and I are both going, you know, from the front to the back of the trailer type of thing. Yeah, I feel seasick on some days if it was a busy day and we were moving faster. Not to mention the strain it puts on the jack. Okay. See, I don't know what. Nothing has. I haven't touched this since last week, so I'm not sure why everything got discombobulated. Hold on a second. Unless, like, maybe Zoom did an update. Hold on, Chad. Thank you. Let's make sure we have things proper. Alright, so... Say something, Speaky. Speaky.
Hello.
That should be better. You should be coming through now.
Cool.
But except for... now my audio's coming out of my laptop again. Yeah, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Just blow it.
What's that?
Just blow it up.
Yeah. But at least it's working. And they can hear you now, so that's the important part.
Woot.
Woot woot. Alright.
So yes, they did well. My main girl decided that she wanted to start doing lemonade. And she brought her daughter and son there, or stepson there. And so when I was checking Square, I was trying to see how it was.
So she had cleared the lemonade with you first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, Skippy's gone. I'm changing the menu.
No. She's been doing it for a couple days.
All right.
But she did like $450 in lemonade sales.
Wow.
Which is like, I don't know, an eighth of my sales. I kept seeing lemonades go up and up and up. I guess she sold it was like 95 of them.
Holy shit. So is lemonade
and there was
a
lemonade truck there.
Oof.
Felt bad for
so
them.
lemonade's there to stay then.
We'll see. Might have to start taking a cut.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just there for back to school shopping. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the end of my week. I'm tired of stores being out of stuff.
You're having problems getting stuff?
Yes.
Like what?
I went to Gordon's this morning to get corn. They're out of corn.
Like corn on the cob?
No, like big cans of corn.
Oh. All right.
Like corn. Like who runs out of corn?
I don't know.
So I went to Walmart and got 18 little cans of corn.
I've never done corn, so.
Yeah, we have a street corn cold salad that people seem to like.
Yeah. You should Yeah, you should smoke your corn and then use that for your corn salad.
Well, I smoked the corn last Saturday and or 2 Saturdays ago now, and did it the way you showed me, with the exception of the whole stick of butter per person. Uh, Dusted it with barbecue rub, and it was really good.
I know. Yeah, we didn't even talk about our corn on the cob at all. Last
Well, now's a
week,
good time as any.
what the fuck? I don't.
What's the problem now?
Nothing. I'm trying to multitask.
Oh,
It's bill pay day also. Now I can't log into one of my accounts. So it's a little frustrating. They can't find me. Apparently, maybe I don't owe them money anymore. We'll go with that.
there you go.
Our week was good.
You had a lot of sellouts.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Sunday's a little lackluster, but that was more us cooking to what the business has been. So, which is good. I mean, we pretty much nailed it right on the head. So, because I think our last customer was at 3:58, and we closed at 4. So, but yeah, the rest of the week was okay. I mean, we had a private event Wednesday. It was, our full menu off the truck. It was a company picnic for Fifth Third for, I don't know who it was, but there were some of their staff. It was like 100 people. And they all got in line at one time. So we had a line of 100 people at the truck.
Oh, of course.
Why I don't like doing that shit. It's like, God.
Talk about anxiety level.
Well, yeah, I mean, so you have somebody in line for an hour. You know? Mm-hmm. Go do something else. They have cornhole and they have all kinds of things. Go do something and come back up.
Yeah.
You know? Come back in a half an hour. But whatever. It drives me nuts. But if they're happy, I guess I'm happy. And they were happy, so whatever. Probably the first time that we've done the full menu off the truck and not have to cross off anything off the menu that we ran out of. Like our Mootown Phillies, where we have a limited number of onions and peppers, or sides of beans or something. It was such a wide variety of everything that we didn't run out of anything, which was amazing. Like, we've never had that happen before.
Yeah.
I think we had like a scoop of beans left and like a half pan of mac and cheese left, and yeah, it was crazy. So everybody got what their first choice was, which is nice. Yeah, that was good. Subdivisions are still a little hit and miss right now for us. I think it will be much better now that we're getting some schools back in session. Just with parents being home and picking kids up from school or picking kids up from the bus stops. And just being out and in that frame of mind of food at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So I think that'll help. I'm interested to see how we got a couple subdivisions this week to see if they actually do pick up at all. And then, we had the Marcellus Bluegill Frolic for our second year, Friday, Saturday. Marcellus is not a huge town. They have a couple small, very small carnival rides there, some vendors, beer tent, live bands, pretty decent amount of money spent for the number of people in the town. But we actually pulled a better 2-day number there than we did at the Granville Vintage Fest. And I don't know that we left much money on the table by selling out before they wanted us to. Both days, it really felt like the amount of people eating was winding down. I don't know that we had anybody come up while we were cleaning up asking if we were going to open up again or whatever, if we're out of food or type of thing. So I think we had it pretty close to where we needed to be for food-wise. And a good festival. I mean, it was good last year. It was better this year. it will be a decision that we have to make next year, because it sounds like the Granville Vintage Fest is going to move forward a weekend to the same weekend next year.
Of course it is.
There's some other local small festivals and events happening that is on the same weekend, so they're trying to distance themselves a little bit. So it's, do we go to the one that's 10 minutes from my house with a little bit less sales, or do we go the one that's an hour away that we need a hotel to get for the night because we have to leave the trailer there? So yeah. Or is it all kind of a wash type of thing? Or, as we'll talk about in a minute, do we just go to both festivals with the 2 trailers? Which is why the whole idea of 2 trailers. So,
yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that was my week. Newaygo was still slower than it has been earlier in the summer, which is weird. We usually don't see it drop like that until after Labor Day. But we cooked accordingly. We did not take a ton of food up there with us. I think we did like a $1,200 day, which isn't awful, but it's not a great day. It's more we're appeasing them right now.
A small community.
Yeah, if it was so we're going to be at Deep Roots. It's a small family farm that they do corn mazes and stuff. It's grown a lot. We've talked about it before. They have a new barn store that they've been working on all year, construction-wise. It was supposed to be open by August, and it keeps getting pushed. They keep having problems with mechanical permits and stuff, and electrical stuff. So it doesn't look like they're going to be open until next week. So I think they're official. I think they're trying to open the 5th of September, so the day after Labor Day, that barn. But if they had been open, we'd probably start going there sooner than we are. Because on a bad day there is $1,200 to $1,300, and it's shorter. It's for the most part a pretty dedicated crowd of people that are there. So, but we're planning on doing $2,000 days there in the 4 hours, so $5 an hour, which is really going to turn out to be about $800 for 2 hours, and then a smaller third hour probably is how that usually works there. But yeah. But yeah, this week when I looked at the forecast yesterday, there was 0 rain in the forecast. When I watched the weather this morning, it looks like we might have some stuff tomorrow night through Wednesday morning. But other than that, we have a Food Truck Friday this coming up Friday, and it looks like the forecast is clear for the weekend. So hopefully that stays.
Absolutely.
I'm really tired from stressing out over Friday events and the weather forecast with the 50 or 60% chances of rain on those days. So
yeah, it gets kind of annoying after a while.
Yeah, it makes the week stressful starting Wednesday when I'm trying to plan and prep for the Friday. It's So anywho, that was my week, and that's my week this week. We have another wedding this week, some more private stuff here and there, but as far as sales go for us, I just want to touch on that real quick. According to Square, so we had $7,000-ish report on the wrong month. It got reported to July just because of when people paid versus August. We have a puncher's chance of still beating last year's August, even without that $7,000 being reported in August. So we got a shot. It'd be really nice to be able to do that. That would make our August our busiest month ever, if you include in the 7,000. So we would just beat June by about 1,000 if we can do it. So we have our daily number we need to hit, and fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm. It's this August because I still have a big event at the end of the week. A huge event at the end of the week. Big invoice hit, So it may make August our best month ever. May even be July last month. I don't know. It's pretty close. I'm very, very happy where we are so far this season. That'll obviously go into our next topic, but it's happy to see that there are people traveling from farther distances just to come get our food. So that's humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so our topic for the day: when you putting deposit down in your new trailer?
No time soon.
Oh, okay.
But I don't because I don't want it in January.
So I'm putting a deposit down today.
All right.
Probably today.
So you're going to take delivery of it over the winter?
Hopefully in November.
Yeah. Why?
It's a great question. I'm glad you asked.
Is it because you're impatient and antsy?
Well, hear me out on this.
Oh.
So during the winter months, we really don't have many sales coming in.
Right.
So if I have to put a deposit down in November, December time of 50%, and then pay for it come March time, the other 50%, I have to be sure, like positive, that I have. In my case, I'm not doing much financing. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That I have enough saved to be able to last myself and that 50% deposit, or 50% thing for to pay for it when I go to pick it up. So my thought now was I'd rather just work the next 3 months or 2.5 months and save up that. That way I know come December I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about a $25,000-$30,000 hit at when my year is starting up.
But isn't it the same? Wouldn't it be the same? Can't you just save it now?
Absolutely, I could. I absolutely could save it now. It's just more of I like to be working towards something.
Okay.
And when it's done, not have to worry about something like later. Like not making any money during the winter and then having a $25,000 hit at the beginning of the month or beginning of March or sometime in March. That worries me more than just ordering it now. And
even if you had the money, because you'd still have, it's the same money coming out. It's just a different time. So even if you had the money in the bank,
it's my anxiety.
Whatever helps your anxiety is good. So, yeah, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else.
Plus, I can get used to it, and I can work on getting it licensed and be done and be ready by the time I start up.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to retire this trailer for now, and I got to do some work over the wintertime. Then I can sell it.
Have you thought about not retiring that trailer, though? Just in case you have a situation that arises that
once or 2,000 times, yeah.
It doesn't really cost you anything to not outside of the health department to keep the license active.
100% accurate. You are right.
Yeah, because if you let your STFU license expire, then you have to go through the whole thing again.
Yeah, the
whole initial. So I would. For me, unless you're getting rid of that trailer, I'd keep it active because you could always, in the event that you have two events and one's smaller, like you could always have your girls go to one and you take the old trailer and go to the other one, Just my 2 cents.
So, my anxiety level for having them just work by themselves was high enough. I don't think I'm at that point where I can do 2 events in one day yet. 2 sales events.
Well, I understand,
It's
but we're talking about a whole nother year away.
Correct. So, yeah, having this trailer ready to go for the wintertime, I can concentrate more on just caterings. I know we say that every year, and we really don't, but since the majority of it's closed in, including the porch, it's more feasible than running the other one during the wintertime. I don't have to get so cold.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of keeping the STFU. I mean, it's there. I have to get a new one anyway on the new one, but it's going to go through work. So if I can bring that to a trailer fixer over the winter, and they can take 3 months to fix it, then we're good. Then more likely I'll sell it, but wait to get the new one first.
So, I mean, if you want to elaborate further, you said you're doing half in cash, and then you're financing the other half?
Yeah, so I took out a loan through Square. I figured out what it's called. It's called a capital loan.
Okay.
So they take a loan fee, and I'm paying back. The term is always 18 months. Payments due every 60 days. I made the decision to do a trailer and not do a building. The buildings were... I don't think real estate has gone down enough where you can get a decent building for probably what it's worth. And then the build out would be quite expensive. So that had me really put off. So I might as well get a trailer, and if the only thing that I have to be concerned with is just the address, or the business address is the house address, then that's something I'll worry about myself. But yes, took out a $20,000 loan. 13% of my sales. The more you do, the better off better your offer is, which is weird. But I had like a $30,000 offer, and it was like 19% of my sales, and I'm like, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that going through that I only have to pay every 60 days. So when I don't have any income coming in really in the winter time, really I'll only have one payment that I have to worry about. And worry is a wrong word, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Bubba would like to know if you've already started your plan review before ordering your trailer.
The answer to that is no. So in the county that I go to, they are very, very laid back. I have asked them. I asked one question regarding the trailer, because otherwise it is very similar to what I have now. But the only difference is it does have propane on it. The steam table is propane, so I should be okay.
I'll be right back, Skippy.
There's really nothing much different from what I currently have. But yes, I could absolutely contact my health department again and ask them what to do, because you probably should. But because it's pretty similar, I didn't worry about it. But thanks for the question, Bubba. Hope you're doing well up in the not Great White North, but it's probably going to snow there soon. But for anybody who wants to know what kind of trailer it is, I got it from the same place Bubba got his trailer. So it's called CustomTrailerPros.com. Their sales office is out of Kansas City or Overland Park, Kansas, or Missouri. And their pickup area is Columbus, Tennessee. Right now, they say they're in an 8 to 12 month build time. Um, the trailer is 26 feet long. It is a flat nose, not a V nose like I have now. Does have that extra. So our one of our top listener here, Bubba, has a what is called like a vegetable sink. It's like a 2x2 sink. I thought that was the greatest idea in the world. So I made sure I was able to order one of those. And steam table, prep table, as well, fridge underneath. The other thing is, in a trailer review I saw, there was a merchandiser instead of a full size fridge. The merchandiser can be used for pops, so no more coolers. Don't have to worry about that. So again, it's 26 feet long. It'll be a 16-foot box, 10-foot porch, and I'll have.
I can only be held so responsible for my dogs barking when the people in the neighborhood insist on stopping and looking and talking to them with their kids and stuff. So,
of course,
Jesus Christ.
I was just explaining or giving the layout of the trailer.
Oh,
so 26 feet long, 16-foot box, 10-foot porch. I said that our listener, top fan Bubba, did his trailer walkthrough, and he has a vegetable sink, a 24 by 24 standalone sink with a sprayer. I thought that was the most ingenious idea in the world, so I got one of those.
What are you going to use it for?
Pans mainly, just big things.
To wash?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Couldn't you just do a deeper sink on your wash sink on the 3-bay?
It's not the deeper issue, it's the width. So like full-size pans don't fit even in the biggest sink you have.
Right.
So that's why I got the bigger sink.
Okay.
I thought it was the most ingenious thing in the world, so
okay.
I made sure. Prep fridge. It'll be laid out very similar to Josh's. If you go to our Facebook page, you can see his trailer walkthrough. As far as it has the prep fridge and the steam table right next to each other, leading into a base or a set of cabinets with his window. I said on the opposite side, there's a 48-inch table. Still no fryer, nothing like that. No griddle, no hood. But I did get a merchandise refrigerator for pops. No more coolers. And then a full-size warmer.
So you got a merchandiser, it has the clear door on it, right?
Correct, yes.
So why'd you go with that? Door. Is that cheaper than a regular fridge?
Yes, oh yeah.
Okay.
They cut down on it. It was like, with their markup, it was almost $2,000 cheaper.
Okay.
It'll have a radio in it, so I can blast some 80s hairband music. On the porch, it'll have a stock pot range propane. My health department said that you can do anything outside as long as it's outside. So I put the stock pot range outside, so I didn't have to worry about a induction range inside. So I was thinking about that too, but more power. And then the two smokers will be opposite each other, and then gull wing doors all around and barn doors in the back. Yeah. You gave me a heads or like a look.
No. I'm just nodding.
Oh, when I said something about that stock pot range.
So you don't have to have a hood or anything.
Correct.
As long as it's outside.
Correct.
What about when the weather is shitty and you don't open your gull doors?
It's still not grease-laden vapors that come out. There's still no hood required. Oh, so well, if anything, I do have So the other thing I ordered 3 of them. They're called Fantastic Fans. Mm-hmm. It's basically fans that are in the roof that pull at about 1,000 CFM, which an average hood, like a 4 to 6 foot hood, I looked up, is anywhere from like 15 to 1800 CFMs. So even if I do close it, I still have the extractor fan that can pull it out.
Good.
And I put one above the warmer to try to suck that. I mean, it'd be insulated anyway, but suck that heat out. And then I put one above the steam table too, try to suck some of that heat out, so I don't have to necessarily use the air too much. But yeah,
Well,
they were going to do a generator box that was going to open towards the jack, which didn't make sense to me. Like the slide out tray was towards the jack. That didn't make sense. So I'm doing a platform and I already have a cover for my generator anyway.
Yeah. The problem I have with the boxes is, what if you have to get a different generator and the plugs are on the different on in weird spots that all of a sudden your shelf doesn't really work.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I did get torsion axles. Because it was 26 feet. Now I have like 7,000 pound axles.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm disappointed in that I can't do because of the wheel wells is a pocket door to the porch.
Yeah.
I so wanted a pocket door to the porch just to not have to worry about it opening, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So going back to the plan review, I didn't do mine until I had the trailer.
Yeah.
Because part of, and I had talked to the health department a little bit, but not a ton. Like I had it in my hands. I did like the menu sections of it. Like I did portions of it. But there was so much of it that I needed equipment specifics or trailer layout specifics that at the time, Southern Dimensions, as great as they are at building trailers, they were very shut down during the process. Like I couldn't get update pictures. I couldn't, like, after money was in hand, it was a long time to get responses on anything. When I asked for updated pictures, it was like nothing's changed. It's just a wire. It's just a metal frame. That seems to be different now based on some of the people that are ordering trailers from them in the food truck groups. That I'm seeing updates from them like every third day on trailer progress. I'm like, what the hell?
We put a tire on.
Yeah, I know. It's like
we've got all the tires on.
The first picture I got was when it was underneath the device they made to test for leaks for water. That was the first picture I got. The trailer was done.
Oh, that's good. Good.
Yeah. And still I couldn't get inside pics. I didn't get those until I walked in through the trailer when I was there. First time I saw the interior of the trailer.
Yeah, so speaking of interior, since you're talking about it.
Yeah.
Do you like the metal finish?
On the floor or on the walls?
On the walls.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's easy to clean. What I don't like is the seams.
Okay.
Because there's a piece of trim that you can put on the edges of them, and it's like a square end.
Yeah.
It's not on all of the seams, and there has been days where I've been wiping stuff down, and my finger will catch the edge of that seam.
Ow.
Yeah, it fucking hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it will cut you pretty easy. That's my only knock on the walls, but they're super easy to clean. I wouldn't mind them being smooth instead of textured, just because it'd be a little bit easier to clean.
Yeah.
Because we have some areas like around like light switches and stuff where charcoaly hands and are touching stuff, and it gets in the grooves a little bit. But yeah, I don't mind the interior at all.
The best thing I'm getting on this trailer is rubber coin flooring.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do the metal diamond again.
Oh God, no.
Just every edge of the diamond gets gunk and crap on it and dirt and grime, and it's a pain in the ass to clean. It tears up mop heads.
Yes, it sucks.
I've been through about every different type of mop that is made, and I think we're finally going to go to like a full commercial mop head and bucket.
So I was actually really thinking about having them put a floor drain in.
Yeah.
And being able to power wash it. But I think the rubber coin flooring is going to help a lot.
Yeah.
as far as with cleanup goes.
So power washing the floor seems like a good idea until you get your hose in there and you start spraying and everything goes up over everything else.
True.
But being able to get a deck brush in there and being able to just deck brush that
Yeah.
floor is a great idea, and I will probably end up doing a floor drain right in the middle of the trailer.
Makes
so
sense.
Just so we can throw some water down, get a deck brush in there, and then squeegee it all into the drain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing really too much different. I'm not getting special wheels, just black ones. It'll be a black trailer with a black. I'll finally have an awning, thank goodness. That'll be nice. And my window will be. It'll still be 3 windows, but it'll open. The middle will be by itself, and only the sides will open side to side, not front to back. So, I'm hoping to do more bigger events with it.
Yeah.
But I think, I think we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, that's the whole kind of idea behind my second trailer is bigger events. Did you have to? What time do you need to be done, Skippy? I know you have stuff you need to do. Were you thinking 9:30?
9:30, 9:45.
Okay. What was I don't know if you said it while I was stepped away.
The total?
What's the cost of your trailer?
Well, right now it was $55,009.
55,009.
So I might have said I might have brought you up, and I said, I hear you're talking to Josh. Is there some sort of referral discount? And he threw $500 off. I'm like, okay, cool, appreciate it.
Yeah.
But then he forgot to put the radio on, so I know it's going to go back up.
Yeah, and after I don't buy from them, it's going to go up again. You're going to get another bill.
You'll buy from them.
Maybe. We'll see. I am going to get a quote from Southern Dimensions, which I know is going to be higher. But I also know that there's things in their standard builds that aren't part of standard builds for this place. So,
Such as?
cabinets, drawers. So you're the standard, like when I got my standard quote, it was tables, stainless steel tables.
Yeah.
For Southern Dimensions, it's standard counters and cupboards. Like that's not.
okay.
That's just how they do it. They don't do tables unless you ask for them. They'll just do countertop, like what I have in my current trailer. So drawers and enclosed spaces to be able to store things, which I really like, and I like that the color matches inside and outside. And I'm sure that the other place can do it.
Mine has it.
So by the time I get to that level, am I really going to save any money by going through them? I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to get both quotes and just kind of see where we're at. And
So my difference was $12,000 for the exact same trailer. Was
so you're saying
$12,000.
$67,000 for that exact same trailer that you just have or haven't built,
Yes.
or is it that first quote that you sent them?
No, it was I actually sent them the same quote, or sent them the same list, and Southern Dimensions got back to me late Friday with it was like 67 to 68 or something like that.
Yeah.
So underneath the window is 6 foot of base cabinets with a set of drawer or a bank of drawers.
Yeah.
So and then they just.
Yeah, I saw your 4-drawer. I saw the 4-drawer or whatever it was in the build.
I can't wait to get drawers. Drawers would be so nice.
Drawers are very nice. I wouldn't be able to go without having the cabinet space and the drawer space, and going back to just trying to secure stuff on shelves. No, thank you.
I mean, I actually might want to ask them about. So I have a stainless steel prep table across from that. I wonder about just seeing if I can make that a cabinet. Problem is then I would never be able to move it. Like if I ever wanted to put something there, or that'd be the only downside. I mean, I don't mind underneath the window because that's just going to be for storage anyway.
Right.
But
well, what about do you have room above your window for like an upper set of cabinets, like how I have above my sink?
No.
And above my window, I just have a shelf.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded that being enclosed, really.
Is there enough room to enclose it?
I don't know. I have no idea. No, it's probably not. I mean, it would have to be like they'd definitely be custom. They're all custom cupboards anyways, but they'd be
Yeah,
shorter.
I don't. So, what's the inside of your trailer? Is it 7.6
Yeah, I
or
think so.
7.2?
Yeah.
So this is 7.6. I'm gonna be like a shrimp inside this trailer. I'm gonna be really small.
You'll like it. It'll feel like you're not in a trailer. Having this
Won't be
space
so
is nice.
claustrophobic.
So yeah, my last quote was 58.
You said you had more equipment, and I'm trying to think what equipment you have,
Oh, I have more equipment.
and I'm assuming it's either another warmer or you actually,
yeah, we'll get there.
Are you getting? Are you getting
So
like
yeah,
the
my
chef
58
base?
was with stainless. Will you just let me fucking talk for a second? My 58 was with stainless steel counters. I haven't gone through cabinets or drawers yet with them, so I know this will go up again. Did you go with the on-demand water heater? Did you make sure you let them know that?
I did not.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the water heater, yeah. Because I guess that's how they do it. Standard is a 5-gallon water heater.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have propane, so I might as well do it.
I know, but the water is not going to be hot when you get to it. Like if you have to drive an hour and a half.
No, I know. What I'm saying is the on-demand uses propane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one they were putting in there was an electric one.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. That way you don't have to reheat the water every time you get to location when you first turn it on. It's good. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, I mean the standard 3-base sinks, hand wash sink. Extra equipment. So what I have quoted is a 24-foot fully enclosed, no porch. 2 service windows. So the 4-foot or whatever they are in the standard service concession windows. 2 of those. With a 6-foot gap in between, roughly. So on the outside of the trailer, that 6-foot gap is where the menu goes. On the inside of the trailer is where 2 warming cabinets goes, with a bread rack in between. Those 2 service windows house 2 separate POS registers, so we can do 2 lines of order taking. On the opposite side of the trailer is where we have 2 steam tables separated by a double sandwich prep table with a split lid.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point we have 2 order taking stations feeding 2 separate sandwich prep stations.
You have 2 trailers in one.
Basically.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of equipment. It's a lot. If we were to run it the way I have envisioned in my head, there would be 6 people on the trailer.
6.
2 taking orders, 2 making food, and 2 people handing out food and doing other bar back type stuff. Filling potato salad, filling coleslaw, getting stuff around, grabbing buns.
So 1 person taking, 1 person making, and like an expediter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be set up good. 24, you think it'll be big enough?
Yeah, without a porch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it laid out to as best scale as I can on a drawing by hand, but with rulers and did everything to scale.
Yeah.
There is room. The problem we run into is the same issue you have, is wheel wells become an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So with the way it's laid out, the sandwich prep tables and the 2 warming cabinets would be right about where the wheel wells are.
Yeah.
I think the warming cabinets is fine because with them separated by either empty space with shelves to hold buns or a bun rack, that would be there's space for the wheel well there. The issue on the other side is the sandwich prep table is where the wheel well would be probably, but you can get a countertop sandwich prep table. It just wouldn't have the refrigeration underneath. So then it's do I add a second full-size commercial fridge? What?
They'll just build you a frame. They'll build a frame to mount whatever you want to go over the wheel wells. They will build a frame to mount it.
I understand, but you can't raise. So with like stoves and stuff, like that's how the back end of my fryer and stove were sitting on the wheel well, and then
Yeah.
they put new legs on the front.
Correct.
They can't do that with a sandwich prep table
Why?
because it would be too high. The standard height of a sandwich prep table is a standard
Yeah.
height. So you raise that 8 inches,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you're making sandwiches up here.
Yeah. Okay. That makes. Yeah.
So instead, just do a shelf, like a stainless steel table, and then do a countertop sandwich prep
Yeah.
table. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
kind of where we're headed that way. And then I got to talking to Chris about kind of the plan of how the flow would work. And we both agree that the flow, in theory, works great. So you have one line coming up to the trailer, and then you split it. You know, whoever's next, you know, you take the next available. I said, the problem we have right now is you can take orders faster than we can make food. People can. So I said, is it worth it to have 2 sandwich people be buried under 16 tickets each? And we have 30 tickets on the rail. And then what do we do when we are trying to manage stock levels? You know, how much of what do you have left to be able to tell somebody to hold off on selling pork? I said, that becomes a huge nightmare. I said, how about if we do the trailer as is, but we start with one person, one order taker, feeding 2 sandwich people. That way, we don't have to manage how fast they're taking orders. They can just fly. Because right now, we slow them down. Let us get caught up for a second, because there's no more room on the rail for tickets. Let us get caught up.
So in your case, would it be worth it to have a person making sandwiches and then just sliding it down to somebody on the cold table? They just top it and go.
Yeah, but that's not always the process. It's not always hot and then cold. Sometimes because when we do dress a sandwich, we start with cold and then top it with meat and close the sandwich. So the hot's the last thing to go, versus a loaded mac where the cold is the last thing to go.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really work that way. But I think if we have one order taker that can fly, and we have 2 people on working the tickets that are on the rail, I think that is the most efficient way that we can do it. And then have the opportunity for the second order taker to potentially do that, or have like a drink only line type of thing. You know, do you just need a drink? Come over here.
Right.
Because we have that a lot, where people just wait 20 minutes to get 3 bottles of water.
Yeah.
So, or just have the register there and on and have it available for that kind of thing. Someone says, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to add. Can I add on a small coleslaw?" Yeah, step right over here. We'll get it real quick for you.
Then you have the assholes that try to cut in line just for water.
Yeah.
Can I just give you this money real quick? No.
Yeah.
Wait in line.
I tell you, we're selling a whole lot more pop now that it's inside. I think we had a lot of water and pop walking away out of our coolers outside.
Possible.
I've seen it. We saw it happen a couple times with kids.
Oh, yeah.
They'd walk by and open a cooler and grab a pop and keep walking.
Yeah.
So maybe that part of that's Coke, that we switched from Faygo to Coke. But we are selling a lot more drinks this year than we were last year. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I fully expect to be in that 60 to 65 range potentially. Bubba asked out of curiosity, what's a great sales hour for Josh? We did back-to-back $1,100 hours at the Vintage Fest Friday night. Food Truck Fridays in Grand Rapids, I think we did a 14 and a 12 back-to-back. And I think that's about maxed. Maxed out 14.
If I can do a $750 to $1,000 hour, like that's a good day.
I mean, we get up into the $1,100 to $1,300 for an hour range, and we are busting ass to get the food out. I mean, it's a. But for the idea for the second trailer is also, it's not going to do roadside for the most part. It's going to be our fair truck, festival truck. There's a whole lot of music festivals and stuff that we turned down this year just because we already had stuff booked. So that's what that's going to be geared for and set up for. No smoker on board, so everything will be cooked on trailer 1 and moved over. Working with the health department to make sure that we are kosher on all those particulars. So, yeah, it's a. But yeah, I know the place in Kansas. What are they called? Custom Trailer Pros? That's not right? What's the name of it?
That's right.
Custom Trailer Pros in Kansas.
Yeah.
He said I need to order by December 1st to have it by March to be safe. I'm not worried about getting it through the health department and that stuff. The process has been pretty easy.
We have a trailer here in our town that fries outside on his porch. He has an open porch, and he uses a fryer outside. So I know if that works, me having a stock pot range is going to be okay.
Yeah, it'll be the longer process for me. Likely will be all the other licenses that I need. So the City of Grand Rapids license.
All of that.
Yeah, that'll be the bigger process, in which I need my STFU in order to do the other things. So hopefully we can get that by March. We'll be ready for events by May, June. So. But it probably will roll out for some roadside stuff early, just so we can break it in, kind of figure out the particulars of how everything flows and stuff. So
it'll be an interesting change, that's for sure. This will be the first trailer I ever built myself.
Well, you're not really building it yourself, but
you know what I mean. Designed it. How about that? Yeah. Is that better? Design.
Yeah, you get to find out how bad you are at design, like everybody else that had a custom built trailer and said, "Fuck, none of this is working right."
Whatever.
I need to take some new pictures of the inside of my trailer and do a comparison of day I picked it up and versus where it is now in the last 4 years. Yeah. By the way, I got official confirmation that my title is on the way. My trailer is officially mine. No more payments. So as we talk about financing,
your $117,000 trailer.
Yeah. I think I messaged you off that my guy, the leasing company that I did the first trailer through, I did reach out to him just to kind of feel that out a little bit. Because he said, did I send you the screenshot?
Yeah.
Of what he sent? Yeah. He said I would qualify for much better rates now. And they are much better rates. Still fairly outrageous.
Well, but, all loan rates right now are fairly outrageous.
Right. Yeah, I know. So so if I did $50,000 and did a 2-year lease, so paying for it in 2 years, I would have to pay back about $70,000, which isn't horrible, all things considered. And that would be the payment per month would still be just a couple $100 less than what we were paying on the other trailer.
What a ride.
So yeah, exactly. So it's like, all right, so we already know that we can manage that payment with the other trailer. I said, worst case, if we can't get this thing booked on a regular basis to where it pays for itself, trailer 1 can handle some of the load while we get things rolling.
Yeah.
So that's kind of easing it, but I am finding I have the same level of anxiety of trying to build up the courage to order trailer 2 as I did for trailer 1 and start the business. Like it's all the same things. What if we can't staff it? What if we can't find spots to set up? What if no one shows up for the second trailer?
Will Pam come back?
Yeah. No.
You call Pam panicking?
I told her, I said when she put in her notice, I said, well, I guess that we have to scrap trailer 2 then. So I think I made her feel bad for about a half a second.
You might have got a frowny face, and that was about it.
So yeah, I mean, and I know all the anxiety is just anxiety, and it's, I mean, of course people would still show up even though we have 2 trailers. We got 2 big times, so no one's going to come anymore type of thing. Yeah, it's just a matter of being able to find the locations, which I don't think is going to be an issue. There are so many festivals, so many everything out there right now that us being post-COVID, there's just so much opportunity.
Yeah.
That even if we weren't at big stuff and we did some smaller stuff with that trailer, we could do enough to be able to pay for the trailer.
Yeah.
And really, that's all your one's going to be about, pay for the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm probably going to do something similar to what you're doing, where I'm leaning towards splitting it between the leasing company and then maybe doing a square loan too, or capital loan, just to be able to have the extra cash on hand.
Yeah, the reason I did the loan, I didn't want to be cash poor.
Right.
I didn't want to just sink it right now, and so.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the square side of it. And yeah, so it's nice to have that little bit of a cushion just in case. And because I'll still need to buy another smoker. We'll need a little bit extra capacity. So we'll probably go a Deep South. No, Southern Q. Which one? Damn it. Deep South. Fuck. Which one do I have?
You have a Deep South. But
Thank you. Southern Q. The limos. Yeah. I always get them confused. I always flip-flop them in my head, especially when I own both. So I have the one. It needs a little bit of refab love on it from Silver Lake Incident 2017 or whatever it was. So that, yeah, the idea is I'll take both those to Jay Craig to have him do some refurb for me. And then I want to get another limo just for the really, really big days to have that peace of mind.
I had both new smokers working yesterday.
Yeah?
It was quite intense.
And then we focus on staffing. And if everything goes to even 80% of the plan, I foresee myself being largely off both trailers by the end of the year, next year. And me doing the morning stuff, doing the cooking.
Forget about the little guys.
Yeah, that 90% of prep work and other is done by me. And Chris doesn't need to do it in the evening, like me prep and stuff like that. All that's already handled off the trailer on the other two smokers. So easing their burden, easing my burden, and allowing me to work the business instead of work for the business a little bit more. But yeah, conservative projection for sales increase for next year. It'll be very conservative and hope for the best type of thing.
Sure.
So I'm only going to plan on an extra probably $150,000, depending on what I can find for fairs and festivals. But if we can get 100 to 150,000 in sales out of that trailer, it'll be a good year, which would get us into that $500,000 sales range. So, with that being said, next to us in the Marcellus Bluegill Festival was the fanciest, prettiest, shiniest elephant ear corn dog trailer I've ever seen in my life. And it was pretty close to brand new. The guy's been doing it for 30 years. He has 15 trailers.
Oh, yeah.
He said usually at most they have about 8 going out. He said on a good day, like at a festival that size, he says that trailer will do $14,000. He says on
dough.
On a busy fair day.
His dough makes dough.
Yeah. On a busy fair day, like a county fair, he said it'll do 30. Easy. 30.
Yeah.
He has 3 order taking stations in there. All square registers in the one trailer. And so he has 15 full-time staff. And he says, depending on the weekend, 30 to 40 part-time people.
Jeez.
And he used some questionable language when he talked about his staff.
He has an elephant ear empire.
Well, it appears that he, to put this delicately, got a lot of his staff from Home Depot in the morning.
Oh. Well, it was another fry.
He referred to them as my Mexicans.
Okay. Okay. On that note.
I said, all right. I mean,
Well, they're
I
yours.
witnessed him using Google Translate to communicate with some of these people. So yes, off the boat, so they say.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Straight from the motherland.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, get who you can get. I mean, especially when you need that many people. When I worked at the McDonald's, when I managed the McDonald's in Lansing, probably half of our staff was from Cuba / Mexico, and they all knew each other. So and they were the best staff ever.
I just know that if a bunch of Mexicans are laughing and looking at you, they're not laughing with you;
yeah.
they're laughing at you.
Yeah. Same with anybody that you get a group of foreigners speaking foreign language and looking at you. It's probably not great for you.
All right, I gotta go.
Fine, get the hell out of here then.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Thank you, everybody,
Thanks
for
for
watching.
listening.
Skippy, have a great day at all your events, and we will see you all next week. Look forward to seeing these trailer progress. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
different sporting events, things you got going on in school. I think it's really important to